Non-religious people of Reddit, what do you think happens after you die? I'll probably stop using Reddit. Probably. Nothing. It'll be exactly like it was before you were born. I went under heavy anesthesia for a surgery once. Remember the doctor counting backwards with me from 10. I remember saying 7 and then immediately woke up in the recovery room. Wasn't like when you wake up from a dream that you can't remember where you still recall being asleep and have some sort of awareness. This was nothing. I remember thinking a few hours later that was what death will be like. Absolutely nothing in every sense of the word. Yep, been there twice. What more scary is it could be 5 minutes or 5 years of being under anesthesia and there is absolutely no way of knowing the difference. It was pure oblivion. You just cease to exist. It's freaking me out sometimes. I decompose in the ground hopefully. I hope to be fossilized. Well, give me a call. I'll come over and cover you in resin. When I die I'm pretty sure I'll just stop living. It'll be exactly how I remember it was like before I was conceived. This is always how I think of it. Ceasing to exist after life will be the same as ceasing to exist before life except for the decomposition and stuff. I'm on board with you guys. Nothing. Conception. Grow in the womb. Born. Live life. Die. Nothing. And while some people are bothered by the idea, I think it sounds quite nice. Because the idea of no perception is scary. It won't hurt. It won't feel good or bad. You just stop being. And while that almost certainly is fine, when all you've known is consciousness, the idea of losing that is pretty scary. You obviously won't be aware of that loss because you won't be aware of anything. But still. The camera will zoom out and I'll be playing The Sims 4. Or whatever number they're on. Our vision fades to black before we wake up on a moving cart to a guy saying, "Hey, you're finally awake." Nothing, I'll just be gone, but it does scare me though. I hope that in the moments before it happens my brain will create an afterlife scenario, like some people that died but were brought back say they saw a tunnel of light or met a god etc. Even though it's not real, I don't want to be afraid in those final moments. I don't know if it's an accurate way to describe it, but I call things like that our brain's way of self-preservation. Just like I can't imagine what eternal oblivion would be like. My mind just won't go there. Neurons stop firing and I stop existing. My friends and family are sad, but as time goes by they get back to normal. And after a while when they do think about me I hope they smile, with fond memories. If my organs aren't viable for transplant I'd like my body to go for medical school dissection. Specifically Bath Uni. I love the city. If they don't want it, you might as well feed me to dogs or something, as my body will be nothing but meat, and it might as well be of some use. Too poor for gold, so here you go. The world goes on just like it does every day. You rot or get cremated. One of 3 things. Nothing. I cease to exist, in which case I won't exist to lament the fact that I am dead. There is an afterlife of some kind where I exist in some kind of spiritual form. If this happens, existence isn't over, so I will continue to live on. We reincarnate or somehow live again. I don't remember having lived before, so I expect I wouldn't remember this one and would be concerned with living my new one. I have no particular belief which one is the case, but those are really the only 3 possibilities. But if we reincarnate and remember nothing of our previous lives, is it not just the same as ceasing to exist? David Hume took this a step further, oversimplifying here, but he basically said that consciousness is basically just your collection of memories and experiences. So really, stuff that you don't remember happening didn't happen to you, but at best a different version of you. I sometimes annoy my girlfriend with this when I forget stuff and just say, nah, you didn't agree about this with me. Just some different dude who's no longer me. We fucking die, we decompose, and become soil. Sweet sweet oblivion. Even if it means oblivion, friends, I'll welcome it, because it won't be nothing. We'll be alive again in 1,000 blades of grass, and 1,000,000 leaves. We'll be falling in the raindrops and blowing in the fresh breeze. We'll be glittering in the dew under the stars and the moon out there in the physical world, which is our true home and always was. Philip Pullman, The Amber Spyglass. This is the line that turned me into an atheist when I was 11. Credit titles and statistics. In the next life I'm coming back as a tree. Big giant beautiful tree. With leaves to give shade and add oxygen to the world. Have you seen the kits where your ashes can be planted with a tree? The tree absorbs nutrients from you so you, in a sense, get to become a tree. This is also my planned way of going out. While I don't necessarily agree, that's definitely one of the nicer ideas so far. What happens to a phone after it dies? Shit, I'm gonna sit in my bedside drawer for eternity? Recycled? You could create a religion out of this. If my plans come together, the reading of my last will and testament will kick off a zany adventure for my grandkids where they are reminded just how much I love them, their parents, and their grandmother, and also get to secure some kind of actual treasure in the meantime. More from a logistics standpoint, harvest my organs, burn the rest, plant a tree. Ultimately, if I make the most of my time living, I don't really care what happens next, except for the post-death family adventure. I hope that comes together. The video has ended, and I'm sure you regret it. If you liked it, with your friends shall you spread it? Give me karma, give me credit, but if I'm wrong, and you just hate it, keep your calm, and just forget it. See you soon. Oh yes, spread it.